Sign language, as defined by Kevin Samuels, is a concept that outlines a pattern of behavior often seen in conversations and debates. It's an acronym where each letter stands for a specific tactic used to manipulate or control a conversation. As a pathology, sign language refers to a habitual or compulsive use of these tactics. This pattern of behavior can be harmful and destructive to relationships and conversations, as it prevents open, respectful, and constructive dialogue. Confronting sign language while maintaining professionalism can be challenging, which is a testament to the high-level communication skills that Kevin Samuels displayed on his live call-in show. Here are some suggestions that may help you next time you're faced with these tactics. Shame. If someone tries to shame you, it's important to stay calm and composed. You can say something like, "I understand that we may have different perspectives, but I believe it's important to respect each other's viewpoints. Let's focus on the issue at hand rather than resorting to personal attacks." Insults. If someone resorts to insults, you can respond by saying, "I believe we can discuss this matter without resorting to insults. Let's maintain a professional tone and focus on the topic at hand." Guilt. If someone tries to make you feel guilty for your views or actions, you can say, "I understand your perspective, but I don't think it's productive to use guilt as a tactic in this conversation. Let's focus on the facts and work towards a solution." Need to be right. If someone is obsessively trying to prove they're right, you can say, "I appreciate your passion on this topic, but it's important to consider all perspectives. Let's try to understand each other's viewpoints rather than focusing solely on who's right or wrong." Here's what each letter stands for. S is for shame. This involves using shame as a tool to silence the other person or make them feel inferior. It's an attempt to make the other person feel bad about their beliefs, actions, or stance on a topic.
You hate women. Shaming tactics. Shame, shame, shame. Shame is one of the 4 major arrows of a low-value woman. It's part of a low-value woman's pathology. You cross the board. I don't care what you have on paper. When women operate in these areas, they diminish their value to low. Because if you really have a good argument, you should not have to shame somebody. Shaming is just a way to get control of the conversation. Shame is different than insults. Shame is used to turn a positive into a negative. Shaming tactics. Success shaming. Oh, well, you think you better than everybody because now you lost weight or because you got some money. Shaming tactics meant to keep you stuck. People who can't win the argument tend to use shaming tactics.
Have more fun with the slut?
Yeah.
Dude, it's so gross. I don't want it. I do not want it. Why would I have more fun with the slut? The herpes or the gonorrhea?
Just the experience and that they know what they're doing.
I know what I'm doing, so give me a virgin. I don't care. I know what I'm doing.
That's so boring. Who wants to fuck a virgin?
I do.
Ew.
Guys do.
That's so
Give
gross.
me a virgin. I don't.
Gross.
I know what I'm doing.
Bloody, boring. She's
Bloody?
not going to know how to suck your dick.
I'll teach her.
Ooh.
Yeah, that sounds weird.
Like
Who wants
What?
a virgin?
Grooming behavior?
How's it grooming behavior?
You want to teach someone to fuck only.
If someone's never given a blowjob, how would it be grooming to teach them how to give them a blowjob?
Well, you're saying that you want a virgin to teach. That sounds like grooming.
The virgin ain't going to give the Glucklet 3000.
How would that be grooming? Explain how that would be grooming.
Just like there's not many like virgins your age out there, so clearly you're gonna go after someone younger, which is why you reference like saying that you would only pay for college girls, because that seems to be like you're probably where you have most luck because they don't know any better and they will probably sleep with you if you don't pay for their date.
That's actually not true at all.
I is for insults. This involves using derogatory remarks or offensive language to belittle the other person. The goal here is to attack the person's character or credibility rather than addressing the actual argument or topic at hand.
Another sign of a low-value woman is she often insults. To speak or treat with disrespect or scornful abuse. You gay. You got a little pee-pee. You ugly. You this, you that. Insults. Oh my goodness. Think how often you will hear someone when they're losing an argument or can't stand on the merits of the argument, they want to come out with an insult. In debate, it's called an ad hominem, against the man. The first person to get off the topic and start making personal insults is the one that loses. Insult. Low value women, playbook, pathology, shame. Shaming tactics. Insults. And the insults can be your height, your weight, your money, where you look. Insults, they are more ready to give an insult than a compliment. Matter of fact, not only do they insult, they take pride in their insults. And if you can't take their insults, they shame you. Oh, look at you. You too weak. Again, shaming tactics. You're supposed to be able to handle their insults. And see, low value women feel like people should be able to handle them. That's not working. No one wants to handle a woman. So if you use shame as a tactic to get your way, you may be low value. If you're often insulting to get your way, or to shut people up or shut people down, you may be low value.
Have I ever hurt you?
No, because you ain't got a big enough dick. Your dick ain't big enough to hurt me, nigga. I've been telling you that for years. Is this your first time hearing that? Is this your first time hearing that? Niggas that got women hurt, dick is big.
You gonna really do me like this?
We're done here.
You gonna really do me like this? Long as I've been with you in bed.
Carrie, we're done here.
Did.
Cry in the car. Cry in the car.
You gonna really
be a man. Get up off your pussy. Get up off your pussy. And you got to go, dog. Period. Well, this is over with. What man would want to sit around? What man? This over with, dog. This over. Get off your pussy.
Guilt. This involves making the other person feel guilty for their views, actions, or feelings. It's a manipulative tactic designed to make the other person question their own judgment and concede to the manipulator's point.
You notice the next one? S and the I. Next thing, let's go with the G. The G is guilt. Guilt. Making someone feel guilty, especially in order to induce them to do something. Guilt. A manipulation. Your mama black is not only a shaming tactic, it's a guilting tactic. It's made to move you under control. See, these things are somewhat passive and somewhat aggressive. Shame, insults, and guilt are ways to manipulate control, exert power. And it's not done in a physical way, it's done in an emotional way. You know, physical bruises and scars and attacks heal. Emotional ones go on forever. Low value women specialize in low value, high potency, shame, guilt, and insult attacks. They're good at them, guilting you. Oh, you're going out with your boys? Okay, well, you must not love me. Guilt, meaning that if you don't do what you want them to do, you're a bad person. 4 signs of a woman that's low value. See, a high value woman, by contrast, she's appealing and attractive. She has a comforting character. Her character, a high value woman, is comforting in her character. She's not going to shame you, insult you, or guilt you. She's going to lift and build people up. She's enthusiastic and exuberant about things. She's, like I said, she's liberating. Low value women are the opposite. They are burdensome. A high value woman is a feminine asset. A low value woman is a liability. And it typically is a masculine liability. but it can be a feminine liability. There are some feminine low value women. Make no mistake.
I don't see how that is helping the world be better. Women want to turn away from porn or turn away from like what they've been doing, and you are like berating them, you're criticizing them, you're making it like you're embarrassing them and making it hard for other women who are maybe viewing this to turn their own ways. And to me, that's making degeneracy grow. Like, you are enabling this hate women sort of mentality, in my opinion. That's how it comes off to a woman watching the show.
That's just tone policing. You never made a single argument. You're making arguments which are appealing to emotion. You're saying emotionally, when I hear what you say, it emotionally makes me feel bad. Well, that's great, but I need you to understand that I don't give a shit how it makes you feel. What I care about is what is logically true and consistent, and what I care about is the argument.
And it's for need to be right. This involves an obsessive need to prove oneself right, often at the expense of a productive conversation. It's a refusal to consider other perspectives or admit when one is wrong. When these tactics are used in a conversation, it can create a toxic environment that stifles open and honest dialogue. It's important to recognize these tactics when they're being used and to address them appropriately to maintain a respectful and productive conversation.
And last, the last sign that a woman may be low value is this one: the incessant need to be right. I have video after video after video after video after video of me having conversations with women here who will argue you into the ground. If you've ever dealt with somebody who absolutely needs to be right, the need to be right can be rooted in different things. But firstly, the need to be right is often a mask for insecurity. The person is concerned how others perceive them, and if they're wrong or they felt like they're not meeting whatever expectations, they will force themselves to be right. People who need to be right tend to be masking insecurity. Insecure about what? That's a different subject. One of the best things that you can learn is to let it go. You don't need to be right. Just relax and being correct. Think about the young lady I was talking to the other day, the 26-year-old virgin who kept on wanting to argue about fornication and the Bible. Wait till you listen to this call. All the things in there: shame, insults, guilt, the need to be right, low value. Just because you're a virgin and a Christian doesn't make you high value when you move in the way you do. You'll see it. It'll be laid out and you'll be like, wow, all of this to prove to be right on something. And see, low value women, why they lose men, especially high value men, they are more concerned that they want to win the argument, but they lose the man. Low value women win the argument and lose men. Many of your mothers are low value. Why? There's a reason your dad ain't around. And oftentimes we are told that the men are all the dads are just horrible people. No.
Hey.
Hi, how old are you?
I'm 29. I'm Sin. Can you see me?
Yeah, your first name?
I'm Sin. Central.
What's your criticism or critique of the content?
Okay. So I've been watching you for like a month. I'm Sin. Central.
What's your criticism or critique of the content?
Okay. So I've been watching you for like a month. You talk about us women a lot. You target the young women, which are weak. We're not finished.
What's the criticism? Okay, do me a favor. Make it short. What's the criticism or critique? What is the issue?
Okay, why do we have to, our mothers have to teach us how to be wives?
Who else is supposed to teach you?
Ourselves. We can, that's what life is about. Learning. Most of our moms are not there all the time. Some women doesn't have mothers.
Stop. women are supposed to teach themselves how to be wives.
No, I didn't say it's supposed to. I did not say supposed to.
I said, hold on, I don't know what I'm talking about. You said, why are our mothers supposed to teach us how to be wives? I said, who's supposed to teach you? You said, ourselves.
No.
That's what you said?
Listen.
Who the fuck you think you're talking to?
Listen.
Who the fuck you think you're talking to? Don't tell me to, whoa.
You're very intimidated.
Whoa, wait a fucking minute. Wait a minute. I will shut this shit down.
You're intimidated. It's okay.
I'm not intimidated by you. I'm not intimidated by you, sweet. I don't know why you women think somebody's intimidated by you. I'm just not gonna let you act
okay,
a fool.
I apologize. Don't cut me off.
Don't tell me what to do. You're not intimidating, dear. Why would I be intimidated?
I'm not trying to be intimidating.
I want you to think our women are so quick to try to buck up to a man like y'all can whoop somebody's ass. You're backed up by a system that makes you feel powerful in the face of me.
Can I speak?
You're not. Ma'am, this is my platform.
You
just talk crazy. You listen. I am older than you. I know more than you, and you're gonna tell me to listen when you're wrong.
I'm asking
wrong.
You. I'm on the line.
If you want to start again, you can't use a bigger voice than me. You can't win that way, okay? The way you do this is you reset. You don't you can't.
Okay.
And this is what you're supposed to be taught how to do, how to interact with the man. But this is the problem. You young women were raised by a bunch of hyena-like minded women to where y'all think.
Can I speak?
When I'm done, you don't know how to interact with a man. Go ahead.
Okay, I apologize for maybe making my tone higher than yours. Okay, but I didn't say that we're supposed to be teaching ourselves how to be wives. Some women does not have mothers in their lives. Some parents their mom are dead. Their moms are on drugs. But as a woman, you can grow into that.
No.
And another thing,
Okay, stop. Ma'am, let's talk about the majority. Why you women tend to want to make a point and you go to the extremes. You want to talk about women whose mamas is dead or on drugs. How about the women? Listen. I don't want to talk about those. Let's talk about what most people have.
But you told me
we are going to talk about the majority, not extraneous stuff. That's not a conversation. You will always be right, and so will I. Bottom line.
You asked me to talk about what's my problem, basically.
Well, if your problem is that somebody's mama is dead or on drugs.
No, that's not just it.
Look, lady, I need you to understand something. You weren't raised to even learn how to interact or have a conversation with the man. That's why this is combative.
You said in another one of your live videos.
Do you understand that? You understand that? I want you to understand that we are not equal. We're not physical equals. We're not age equals. And this is the difference in power dynamic.
Yeah, I know.
You really should. See,
Can you let me speak?
We're in front of one, and see, the thing is, this is the shame, insult, guilt, and the need to be right. The need to be right is so strong that y'all can't even understand when it's working against you. Ma'am, you can't teach yourself how to be a wife.
I think that I don't know what it is with you, but can you let me speak? Because you brought me up to her to speak. And it's not just that statement that you made in one of your live videos. We can go past this one if you want, because basically you're not letting me elaborate.
Are you married?
I'm separated.
Okay.
So
Any children?
Yes.
Okay. What's your next issue?
The next issue was, it basically wasn't the issues, the things that you speak on in your lives.
The next issue. I can't deal with all the things I speak on in my life.
Okay, why did you say some men should not go behind the next man that abused a woman in one of your live videos?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, we're gonna go past that one.
Well, no. See, you can't. If you're gonna if you're gonna ask me to respond to something, you
But
need
this
to
is what you said in your live video.
No. So I listen. Oftentimes, people like you want to get on a platform and want me to respond to what you feel like I said.
These are things that you're saying.
What video?
I
What
am
video?
talking
Man,
about what you're
don't
saying,
overtalk
Kevin.
me. This is the last time I'm gonna tell you. Don't overtalk me.
Yeah. You're
This is not
talking
the
to
last.
the young
This
woman.
is the
that we
last time I'm gonna tell you. Don't overtalk me. Goodbye. I want you to. That's that hyena mind. Hyena minds. Hyena mind. I'm just. That's all you hear.
In all these situations, it's crucial to remain calm, composed, and respectful. It's also important to keep the conversation focused on the issue at hand and not let it devolve into personal attacks or emotional manipulation. Remember, the goal of effective communication is to have a productive and respectful conversation, not to win an argument.